Today in CW1, lots of labs and projects to cover today.
And did you know we have a raccoon stuck in a wall? I'm Emma.
And I'm William, and today is Monday, May 12th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Mrs. Luna took her child development class on a field trip last week. Emma spoke to her about where they went and what they did. Let's check it out.
Hey Cass, today I'm here with Miss Luna, and I heard y'all took a field trip yesterday for your child development class. Can you tell me about that?
So for my child development class, we went to Bay Area Hospital here in Corpus Christi. Most of my students all year long learned about the whole process of conception all the way to birth, and then on to about toddler age, which is what we're going over right now. It was neat to go to the hospital though, because my students got to see firsthand like what the process is when a woman is ready to deliver a baby, and the whole process and how it happens and what to do and the signs to look for, especially with like early contractions or anything that's going on in the woman that's about to do the whole process. They also got to tour, and it was so awesome. We got to see 2 babies that were born that day, so that was a good treat for us. And our students actually got to ask a lot of questions, and some of them are now interested in being nurses themselves.
Staying with Miss Luna, her child development classes also learned about how to perform CPR on infants, a very important skill for anyone.
Go. Hey Cass, today I'm here with Miss Luna, and can you tell me what y'all are doing in y'all's child development class for y'all's end of the year project?
So my students must know CPR for a infant and a toddler. The students actually had a class with our nurse Flores. She went over the whole process on if you ever see a child that's unresponsive, what to do, how to check for the airway, making sure that they give the correct breaths, because babies are different than adults, and then the 2 and the 30 compressions. She also showed them that the depth is different compared to an adult. This is vital for my students to learn, because in child development we only work with little ones and babies. So this is a process we do every year at the end so that everyone knows the proper way to take care of a choking baby.
That's super awesome. Thank you so much.
Attention students, Calallen is looking for lifeguards for the pool. You must be 16 years of age and attend a lifeguarding class and apply to work at the school district. Ms. Holt has the applications at the pool. The class will be next week if you're interested. Come by the pool Monday through Thursday between 5 to 8 p.m.
In case you didn't know, there has been a cute furry friend stuck in the counselor's office. Some of them are here to talk about that. Let's send it over now.
Hi, I'm Damien Gutierrez. I'm here in front of the counselor's office. There seems to be a raccoon in the wall, and ever since Monday, it's moved up into the ceiling. We're now here getting the animal control on their way here so we can get this thing out of the ceiling.
Mrs. Prowlitz continues to amaze us with all the labs she puts on throughout the year. Here's another one that students seem to enjoy.
Hey, I'm Daniel, and today we interviewed one of Miss Prowlitz's students about her lab.
Yesterday we did a biology lab. We opened up a mink by cutting it open. The smell was horrible. The experience was interesting, and overall the experience was a lot of fun. Really gross, unfortunately, but we learned a lot from this, where organs go, and yeah.
This lab was about dissecting a frog, and this lab really benefits a student's high school biology class. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
Continuing on our labs, Mr. Smith's chemistry class has been working on balancing atoms. They figured out a fantastic way to incorporate mini s'mores into this lab. Let's send it over to see how the lab went and what there is to learn about.
Good morning, cats. I'm here with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, you're having your Smores Lab. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, we use the Smores Lab in our what's called our stoichiometry unit. Now, stoichiometry is just a fancy word for counting atoms, all right, or molecules or any other particle. But to make it more realistic to them, we have the students make s'mores. And the reason we make s'mores is because whenever you do a chemical reactions, not everything is going to be used up at the same time. So one thing runs out first before the other thing does. And so the thing that runs out first we call a limiting reactant. The thing that is left over is called our excess reactant. And so we give them a baggie full of the components for mini s'mores, and then we have them make the s'mores, and they'll have some stuff left over and have some things that they all used up, and to demonstrate that idea of limiting reactant and excess reactant. So it's a fun lab. They get to eat, and hopefully it drives home something that's pretty, they can't see, and it makes it very tangible for them.
That's really cool. Let's turn back to our anchors.
Mrs. Burkhardt's class has also been working on a lab. They've been doing a sea perch lab using water robots. Let's send it over to Sergeant Lishner to get some more info.
Hi, Cats. My name is Melinda here with Sergeant Leishner. So can you tell me about the sea perch and what this is all about?
Sure. So this is a culminating project for the physics classes where they're going to build these water robots, and they're going to test them to decide which, there's 3 models, and they're going to have to figure out which one has the best acceleration properties and the best maneuverability. As I said, like, they're going to have to then report out on it, and they'll compare it. They'll compare each of them, and they'll just figure out which one does the best.
So how are you going to test these?
So they're going to use the pool to actually operate these and to run all of the diagnostic tests to decide which one has the best stats.
That is really interesting. Thank you so much for talking to us, and that's all from us. Back to the studio.
And for our last lab, Dr. Hotchkiss has been dissecting pigs. They seem to have learned a lot about this lab. Let's send it over now to see what it's all about.
I'm going here with Dr. Hotchkiss. Dr. Hotchkiss, I heard you guys had a lab today. What happened?
Yes, we did a pig dissection in anatomy class. We're going to be doing one in forensics class as well. In anatomy class, we've covered all the organ systems, so they got to actually physically see the organs and how they function together as a unit.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Here with Jade and Caden. Jade, how was your experience?
It was really fun. I was with a super ambitious group, so we kind of did the bare minimum and just cut up the abdomen and stuff, but then we kind of got carried away and we like cut open the head and saw the brain and everything, but it was super fun. Definitely an experience.
Okay, how was your experience as well?
Oh, it was fun. I was playing with the heart and like the liver and the brain and stuff, and I could start cutting it open too, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I liked it.
That's good to hear. On to the next one. I'm here with Val and Asher. Val, what's your opinion on the assignment?
I thought it was kind of fun and interesting, kind of like I'm more of a hands-on person, so actually seeing where everything is laid out was kind of interesting to me.
And did you guys have fun?
Yeah, it was cool.
That's good to hear. Thank you very much. Back to you.
And coming up on May 17th, choir will be having a concert. We wish the best of luck to each and every one of you. If you have no plans that day, be sure to go out and support your peers.
Hey, Calallen, I'm here with Adrian Minnis. So, Adrian, y'all have a choir concert coming up this coming week. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, we have a choir concert May 17th. It's at 2 p.m. It is on a Saturday. We're doing American Pop Forever, which is like kind of a show choir. So it's a little bit different than like normal choirs. We usually do like choir songs set, but this time it's like a show choir. There's going to be dancing, singing. We're going through American pop, like I said, and it will be from the 1950s to the 2000s. But since we're not going to keep everybody there like for 3 hours, we're only doing the 50s, the 70s, and the 80s. And the songs that we'll be doing are like Hound Dog for the 50s. A song for the 70s we're going to be doing is I Will Survive. And then for the 80s, we're doing like Eye of the Tiger. And that one's pretty interesting. Along with that, we're also doing solos for people. I'm doing personally 2 solos. I'm doing Starman by David Bowie. I know some other people are doing some other solos. And it's going to be real interesting. Like I said, May 17th, 2 p.m. It's free entry, so if you can go, I highly support that you do. Our choir has been doing a lot of work on these concerts lately, and they've just been knockouts, one after another, They just keep getting better, and this one's probably going to be one of the best, and then next year we'll have even better after that. So stick around, and thank y'all.
All right, thank you, Adrian, and good luck this coming week. Back to the studio.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media after this short break.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. You want to live free?
This is how you Sonic.
Thank you, Anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic America's Drive-In. Yearbook posted a TikTok they would love for you to go check out. They got advice from a bunch of seniors that could be helpful to a lot of us. Make sure to go check out at Calallen Wildcat Yearbook on TikTok. Now it's all for media. Back to the Anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now it's time for Coach Lamp's farewell giveaway. The answer to last Friday's question was an octopus. The winner is Mr. Sanchez. Let's send it back to Callie to see what today's trivia question is.
For our first trivia question, what is the chemical symbol for gold? Email CalallenTV@gmail.com for a chance to win. For our latest winner, we would like to congratulate Mr. Sanchez, and we will send a crew down to your door for your prize. Now let's take it back to the Anchors.
Thank you, Callie. If you know the answer, email CalallenTV@gmail.com.
Now let's send it over to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this short break.
Baldy, congratulations to our team. We also spoke with Mrs. Duke about what it's like being a baseball mom. Let's send it over to her for more information.
Hey, Ms. Duke, how does it feel to be a baseball mom?
It's exciting and nervous at the same time because when we're out there, you never know what's going to happen from one inning to the next. But I love to watch our boys play, my son play, but we're always here to root them on, and I'm excited to be there at every single game.
And how do y'all feel about Uvalde?
We ain't scared of nobody. Go Cats.
And congratulations to our softball girls. They had an amazing game against Davenport, winning 4-0 in a one-game playoff and advancing to the 4th round to play Fredericksburg. Let's send it over to a couple of the players to get their thoughts.
Hey Cats, today I'm here with Audrina and Kaylee. So Audrina, last week y'all defeated Davenport 4-0. Can you tell me more about the game?
Yes, it was really good, but we came out flat a little bit in the first innings, and then in the third inning I finally got a hit and we scored, and then we all started hitting and we did really well.
Okay, and Kaylee, moving on to the next round, who's y'all's next opponent and where do y'all play?
We play Fredericksburg on Thursday and Friday in Jordanton.
Well, good luck to y'all. I hope y'all win, and back to studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the Anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
Now it's time for your local weather forecast with Brandon right after this short break.
So Seamus, have you heard of the thing? What thing? It's when you get a pair of scissors and you stick it in the outlet. Why would I stick scissors in the outlet? I'll get electrocuted. Do it, you won't, you chicken! Give it to me. I'll stick it right in the outlet. Don't mess around with electricity. The results can be shocking.
Thank you, Anchors, and good morning, Wildcats, where the forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Happy Monday, everybody. There's not a whole lot of weather going on today. I'm just going to keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the point. Looking at our current conditions here for today, 82 degrees, feeling like 87 with mostly sunny skies, sorry guys, with south winds coming in at 14 miles per hour and 0% chance of rain. Looking at our regional Doppler radar here for today, you can see nothing going on for today, like I said. Nothing going on. Very bland with no current alerts as of today. Looking at our 2 through 10 here for today, 2 p.m. 89 degrees with 6 south winds. Coming in at 6 p.m. 87 degrees with 11 south-southeast winds. And at 10 p.m. 76 degrees with 12 south-southeast winds. Looking at our 3-day outlook here for today, we're expecting a little bit of wind coming in through Tuesday through Thursday, but still remaining with those sunny skies. At Tuesday, 94 degrees with only a 5% chance of rain. On Wednesday, 93 degrees, and on Thursday, 92 degrees with yet again, 5% chance of rain. And with that, let's take it back to our anchors.
Thank you, Brandon.
That's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, do you want to hear a pizza joke?
Nah, that's too cheesy. For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always,
Stay classy, Calallen.